Okay, so today we are installing PyBioNetFit for the Windows 10 operating system. PyBioNetFit is used for parameter fitting of BNGL and SBML models. It supports uncertainty quantification by bootstrapping or Bayesian approaches and model checking. PyBioNetFit includes the biological property specification language for defining qualitative data for use in parameterization or checking. It is ideal to run the actual jobs on a cluster system, but for the Windows 10 installation, this is more ideal for smaller jobs or for troubleshooting purposes. Right. So to get started, we will click on this link here to take us to the installation instructions. And on this page, we want to scroll down to where it says Windows. This will be the instructions for the Windows installation. There are a few things that we will need to install before we can install the PyBioNetFit. Those things are the Anaconda 3 program, the Strawberry Pearl, and the BioNetGen. We will start with the Anaconda 3. Windows 10 does not come with a built-in Python, so it must be installed separately. Anaconda 3 is a Python distribution that includes all necessary packages to pip install PyBioNetFit. To install it, we will click on this link that will take us to the Anaconda 3 webpage. On this webpage, we will want to scroll down to the bottom to where it says Anaconda installers, and we are going to focus on the Windows installers. You'll want to select the installer for your bit version. Most Windows 10 computers are 64-bit, so I am going to select that. Once that is finished downloading, we will want to open the file and run the installer. Once that is finished downloading, we will want to open the file and then we will go through the installer. This prompt is asking if you would like to install the Anaconda on just your user profile or for all users on your computer. This is asking you where you would like your destination folder. I would let it go to the default that the installer recommends. And if we click install, we will install the Anaconda 3. This may take a bit, so you just have to wait for it. Once that is finished, we can hit next. I personally do not need the tutorials, but if you would like to go through them, obviously you can. Once the Anaconda is installed, we will go back to the PyBioNetFit installation page. And from here, we'll continue on to the next step. We will install the Strawberry Pearl. The Strawberry Pearl is a programming language suitable for writing simple as well as complex applications. It does not come pre-installed on the Windows operating system, but PyBioNetFit is dependent on its programming language. So to install it, we will select the link right here. And once again, we will be installing the 64-bit version for the Windows operating system. And it may take a few minutes for that to install for you. Once the download is finished, we will want to open the file in order to run the installer. You'll have to accept the terms in the license agreement. You will select the destination folder. I recommend leaving it as the default. And we can begin the installation. Once the installer is finished, you can either read the README file. I've already read it, so I will not. And then you can finish. Once that is done, we will go back to the PyBioNet documentation installation page. Next, we will install the PyBioNetFit. That will be done by opening the Anaconda 3 that you installed on the previous steps. You can do that by going to the search bar on your taskbar and typing Anaconda, and you will want to select Anaconda prompt Anaconda 3. Once that is opened, we will want to type the command pip install pybnf and press enter. This will go through the installation of the PyBioNetFit. This probably looks different than how it will look on your screen, but that is only because I already have it installed. So it's already done all of these checks for me. Once you are finished, you can type in exit and press enter. PyBioNetFit is designed to run with an external simulator. So I'll be going to github.com in order to download the external simulator, BioNetGen. I'm going to open up a new tab, and I'm going to go to www.github.com. And I'm going to search for BioNetGen in the top right corner here in the search bar for GitHub. The first option here says rule world/BioNetGen. So I will select that option. And on the right side of the screen, under releases, I'm going to select plus 18 releases. The latest release for PyBioNetGen, the 2.5.2, as of right now is not compatible. So I will be downloading the 2.4.0, which I will find by scrolling down and selecting BioNetGen 2.4.0. If we scroll down now, you'll see there's a few different installations to select from. We want the BioNetGen 2.4.0 win.zip file. That will download a zipped file onto your computer. So I will select that. Once that is finished downloading, I would recommend selecting the Show in Folder option before we extract the files. How I do that is I click on the 3 dots next to the file, and I select Show in Folder. Now it will show you, it'll open where the zip file has been downloaded to. And now I will right-click on the file, and then I will regular click on Extract All. This will now ask you, where do you want to extract your files for? I recommend for these purposes to extract them to the desktop. I believe that'll just make it easier in the future for finding it. To do that, I will click Browse. And I already have desktop selected, but if you do not, you could just click Desktop and then select Folder. Now I will select Extract, and it may take a bit for those files to extract to the desktop. Once that is finished, it will open the folder, but we can just close this for now. So now you have the BioNetGen downloaded onto your computer. So I'm going to close out of the GitHub website, and now I am back on the PyBioNetFit installation page. Now that we have downloaded the BioNetGen folder, we need to tell PyBioNetFit where the BNG2 file is within that folder. We will do that by opening the BioNetGen folder. You can do that by either opening your File Explorer. If you do not have a File Explorer, you can always search for the BioNetGen folder using the search bar we used before. And you can see when I start typing in BioNetGen, the folder appears here. If you do open your File Explorer and you go to your desktop, if that is where you sent the BioNetGen folder, you will see the folder here, and we will open that up. We will open up the folder within it, and we should see a BNG2 file in here. Since we can see it, we want to come up to the top here and copy the address of the folder that is containing it. I do that by right-clicking on the folder and then selecting Copy Address. Once you have that, you can close out the File Explorer, and we will need to open the Anaconda 3 again. I'm going to use the search bar to find it. Perfect. Anaconda prompt, Anaconda 3. In this prompt, we will now type SETX space, all capital, BNGPATH space, and you can hold down the Control key and press the letter V in order to paste the address for that file. And it should appear like that. It is important that we remove the semicolon and the C at the beginning of that address. Once that is completed, we can hit enter. Once you see it say success, PyBioNetFit now has successfully learned the location of that BNG2 folder. We can close out of this by typing in exit and selecting enter. There, on the bottom here, you can see that there is actually an alternative command that we could have run that is shown here, but that would have only been for the current command line. The reason we use the setx was to make it permanent for all future command lines as well. Now that we have the external simulator installed, as well as the PyBioNetFit, we will verify our installation. We can do that by going to the main page of the documentation. This is where we started the video. Instead of installation, we are going to select the link for Quick Start. Once we do this, on the top of this page, it has instructions for verifying the installation with simple examples. Since we did the pip install, we will be selecting this direct link in order to download a folder filled with examples. That link will bring you here, and once you enter this website, it will download the examples zipped folder for you. So same as we did for the zipped BioNetGen folder, we will click on these three dots to the right of the folder, and we will click Show in Folder. Once that is done, we can see highlighted here is the zipped examples folder. I am going to right click on that, and I'm going to select Extract All. Same as before, I'm going to extract these files to my desktop. So I'm going to click Browse. And I already have, once again, desktop selected, but if yours said documents or downloads or something that wasn't the desktop, you can just on the left side here, select desktop, and then select folder. Once that is set, we can press extract. And that may take a few seconds or a few minutes to finish extracting those files for you. Once that is finished, the examples folder should be extracted to your desktop like it is for me here. I am going to open the examples folder, and within it, there is a folder named demo. I'm going to open this also, and then I'm going to right click on demo and copy the address. We're going to use that within the Anaconda 3 in the next following steps. Once that is finished, we will need to open the Anaconda 3. I will do that by typing into the search bar and opening the Anaconda 3. Once the Anaconda 3 is open, we are going to type CD space, and then we're going to hold the Control key and press V to paste the address of that demo folder. And that should appear somewhat similar to this. Once that is finished, we will click Enter. And now on the next line, we are going to type in PYBNF space -C space DEMO underscore BNG period CONF. Once you have it typed out like this, we will press Enter. And if it asks like this, it is asking if I am okay with overriding the current run. If it asks you this, you can accept by pressing Y and hitting Enter. Once it does this, it is going to run, it's going to verify the installation by running 30 iterations. This may take a few minutes, but this is a good sign. This means that we are able to verify the installation. So we will just let it run its course. Once that is finished, you have verified your installation of PyBioNetFit, and it was successful. To exit out of the prompt, we can just type in exit. All right, so to conclude, today we have installed the Anaconda 3 as well as the Strawberry Pearl in order to install the PyBioNetFit onto your Windows 10 computer. So long.